And another big story now, a new and unsettling twist in the story of all those Americans with contaminated water in their homes in West Virginia. Thousands have been told the tap water is once again safe, but tonight,
300,000 people in West Virginia are being told to stay away from their tap water, not to use it for anything, cooking, bathing, washing, anything at all. A chemical spill in the Elk River may have contaminated the drinking water. A federal investigation has been launched.
Water in West Virginia is still unusable.
Now it's utter chaos. Eyes burning.
It's a zoo in here, isn't it?
It's a zoo.
If I can't take a shower, it's going to be ugly.
Local tap water not safe for drinking, cooking, bathing, or even washing dishes. The question, when will this problem be fixed?
They're just grabbing stuff and just taking it out the door left and right.
Government agencies continue to monitor contamination levels. State officials say it could be soon that the water is safe for some daily chores, but they can't pinpoint when.
I'm a professor of aquatic sciences. I'm in the Wildlife and Fisheries Resources program. I teach classes in freshwater ecology and river ecology, as well as a class in fisheries management. So a lot of things having to do with water. So it's pretty hard to live long in West Virginia and not appreciate how much it rains. And so water is a prevalent feature in the state of West Virginia. And certainly some of its most remarkable places are its rivers. When we think about places like the New River or the Golly River or the Cranberry River. And then when we couple that with some of the major river systems like the Monongahela River and the Kanawha River, places where historic conduits of coal and steel and major economic drivers in terms of industry development along the canal. So rivers are a huge, huge component of the West Virginia landscape. Most people don't think about the importance of rivers and the water in rivers for power production. We typically think, the first thing people think about is hydropower, so a dam and the Hoover Dam producing electricity. But there's a reason, there's more than one reason at least, why there are so many electrical power producing facilities in West Virginia. We're close to coal, which is the predominant fuel source for those, but also they're lined along the rivers. The rivers are essential in power production and the production of steam that ultimately produces the electricity. And depends on the facility, but some facilities are more efficient than others. But the typical ratio that people look at is it takes about 80 pounds of water for every pound of coal to produce electricity. And so it's a major, major asset in our state.
And it quickly became clear this was not a boil water advisory. This was something much more serious. So as soon as we got through the next segment, I was with Spencer Adkins, our chief meteorologist, on the air, and he had wrapped up his forecast, and I said, Spencer, we need to let people know we've just received this information from the governor's office. It's a do not use the water order for a number of counties in our viewing area. We're still working to get some more information to find out exactly what this means for you. Stay with us. We'll be giving you more information as we get it, both here on the air, online, and via Twitter and our Facebook page. And that was really the start. You know, we were live on the air when it happened, and it just snowballed from there. At the time, restaurants had signs up, no water, bottled water only. And then once the water was turned back on in communities, there were a lot of restaurants and other public establishments that would have a sign saying, we want you to know we're using the water. You can request bottled water if you'd like, acknowledging that there was that sense of distrust and concern about the safety of the water even once the system had gone back to normal. And that lasted for a while. You don't see that now when you travel to Charleston in particular. But it was there for quite some time. I remember we had a group of people coming in and they couldn't believe it when they saw the signs up in the restaurants. And this was I think it was early February. And we said, yeah, they're all over the place. And I would also just point out, we're talking about the effect on the reporters and the communities. When this happened, our newsroom became home